When talking about the best forms of entertainment, the NBA is at its finest. But when specifically talking about the NBA and talking about which part of time is the most exciting time, the most entertaining time for us NBA fans to enjoy, it's gotta be the off-season. And being something that we as NBA fans look forward to, it's gotta be the free agency. During this time, NBA players who are no longer on an NBA team can decide on their own which teams they want to play with, which teams want to sign with them. But when talking about the 2020 free agency, there actually isn't a great list when it comes to NBA superstars that could actually move on to a new team. So that's why when we're talking about this year specifically, free agency is not going to be the one leading the offseason when it comes to attention. It's got to be the trades that are about to happen. There are so many rumors happening right now of potential NBA superstars on the move and how they're going to find a new home with a new team. And in this video, I want to dive deep into these details on these trades and talk about the possibility of how these NBA superstars will be traded. A few days ago, I made a video about 7 NBA superstars that are likely to be traded, but in this video, I'm going to be talking about the specifics. I'm going to be talking about 6 NBA superstars that are likely going to be traded and also looking at the actual trade. What will the trade package be for these players to be traded and how it's exactly going to happen? So I highly recommend you guys watch the whole video to learn exactly what these rumors are saying. But as you're watching this video, I want you guys to keep in mind that all of these players are superstars, and if these guys get traded, it is going to be considered Blockbuster. A Blockbuster trade represents how a change can be made with this one player. Whether it's making a non-playoff team an instant playoff team, making a playoff team an instant championship team, or even changing the atmosphere of an entire conference. So basically what I'm trying to say is that these trades will have a big impact in the NBA, and if any of these trades do happen, it's going to be crazy. But before I get into the video, I just want to say if you're new to ezBUCKETz and love basketball with a heart and passion, this is the best basketball channel for you. I make basketballs on a daily, consistent basis. So if you are new, I would love for you to hop on board and join the Easy Gang. So if you're new, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications to not miss any of my upcoming videos. As of right now, guys, we are almost at 30,000 subscribers, and I really appreciate the support that I've been getting over these past 2 years. And for those people out there that watch my videos on a consistent basis, I really appreciate you guys. I just want to tell you that these videos aren't stopping anytime soon. But without further ado, let's go into 6 NBA trades, 6 NBA blockbuster trades that are going to happen. I want to start off the list with the biggest trade rumor right now, and that's Bradley Beal being traded to the Brooklyn Nets. When talking about Beal's situation, he is currently on the Washington Wizards and literally their only primetime scorer and their superstar. With John Wall being hurt over the past season, Beal has really stepped up into that scoring column and also that playmaking column, and is averaging about 30 points per game with 5 assists. Beal has said to himself over the past few months that he does not like losing, but being with the Wizards, that is exactly what he is doing. When talking about Beal himself, I believe the best opportunity for him is to be traded to a team where he can actually get a shot at a championship and not try to build around the Wizards, because right now, it's just not working. In the Wizards' perspective, I truly believe that trading Beal could give them the best assets possible to rebuild, because from what it looks like, Beal and Wall just isn't the answer to get a championship in Washington. And right now, the Brooklyn Nets do have the pieces to potentially help the Wizards revive their team. The trade in detail will have Bradley Beal going from the Wizards to the Nets, just Bradley Beal, for Spencer Dinwiddie, Caris LeVert, Jarrett Allen, and their 2020 second-round pick. The players that the Nets are giving up are actually great NBA value players. Dinwiddie has proven this year to be a starting point guard, and Caris LeVert is showing us that in his young career, he could be an NBA superstar one day. Jarrett Allen has the potential to be a big man in the NBA like DeAndre Jordan, so the Wizards getting 3 young assets and 3 futures could be actually a great thing for them. Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant believe that they need a 3rd superstar to win the championship and to beat the Bucks or the LA Lakers, and that's why Beal could be the answer. To be completely honest, out of all these trades, I see this trade being the biggest possibility and the highest chance of actually happening. The next trade that I want to talk about is Chris Paul going to the Los Angeles Lakers. This year, Chris Paul has surprised all of us and done some crazy things to make us believe that age doesn't matter. Being 35 right now, Chris Paul is leading the Oklahoma City Thunder to a playoff run and also proving that his game is still the game that we once loved when he was on the LA Clippers. With averages of 17 points per game and 6 assists per game, his efficiency is on another level, and this year, they've created a stat for Chris Paul and proven that he is actually the clutchest player in the NBA right now. CP3's mid-range jumper and passing ability truly highlights his game, and there's literally nothing like it, and nobody else like Chris Paul in the NBA. With his veteran leadership and his off-court relationship with LeBron, Chris Paul's fit in LA is actually purely perfect. The reason why Chris Paul is in all these trade rumors is because of his age. We don't think Chris Paul is going to keep this up any much longer, and probably not next season, so basically the OKC should try to trade him for the best value possible when they have a chance. In this deal, the Lakers would have to give up Avery Bradley, Kyle Kuzma, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Danny Green, and their 2020 second-round pick because Chris Paul's contract is massive. CP3 is about to get $41 million for the 2021 season, and that's why the Lakers had to trade all these assets to fit salary and also match OKC's expectation. Imagine Chris Paul on the Lakers with LeBron and Anthony Davis. That team is an instant championship in 2021. The third trade on this list is Giannis Antetokounmpo going to the Golden State Warriors. This trade is literally the craziest trade that everybody's talking about right now, because if this trade happens, it literally shakes two conferences. If the Eastern Conference loses Giannis, there are so many teams out there that are going to try to go for that best team in the Eastern Conference title. On the other hand, the Golden State Warriors, who previously were the best team in the Eastern Conference, will once again become the super team and literally an unbeatable team in the Western Conference. Giannis has never said anything about leaving the Bucks, but NBA analysts out there are saying that if Giannis does not win a championship with the Bucks in this upcoming season, he is not going to re-sign with them when he hits free agency in 2021 offseason. So that's why the Bucks have to be smart, and if that's the case, trading Giannis for the best possible assets before losing him for nothing is what they must do. And with Stephen Curry and Giannis showing the NBA and showing the world that they have such a strong relationship and how they both express themselves to really respect each other and would love to be teammates, the Golden State Warriors is actually a great spot for Giannis and a great spot for him to win a championship in his early career. With Giannis being known as a superstar and actually one of the best players in the NBA, his value is really high. So if this trade is going to happen, it's going to be exactly like this. The Bucks will be giving up Giannis, but they'll be getting in return Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins, Eric Paschall, and 2 first-round picks. The Golden State Warriors this offseason has a big chance of getting that first overall pick in the 2020 NBA draft, so if they do get that first-round pick, the Bucks are going to want to buy in, and Giannis is the perfect answer to get all those assets, plus a future star in the NBA draft. In my personal opinion, I would love to see Giannis playing in Golden State with Steph, and if this does happen, competition between the Warriors and the Lakers could instantly rise. The fourth trade on this list is Devin Booker, the superstar on the Phoenix Suns, being traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves. As of right now, the Timberwolves are the second worst team in the Western Conference, and their future is icky. Previously, just trading Andrew Wiggins for D'Angelo Russell, their future does look a little bit brighter with Towns and D'Angelo Russell running that team. But we all know that an NBA super team and an NBA championship caliber team needs 3 superstars or 3 players to contribute at a high level. And Devin Booker, in my opinion, is the answer to that. Booker has been in the year for 5 years now, and he has quickly risen into the NBA ranks as being one of the best scorers in the NBA. Although being a best scorer as an individual, the Phoenix Suns have not been successful in those 5 years. And if the Phoenix Suns realizes that Devin Booker might not be the future franchise player and they should focus on DeAndre Ayton, then definitely trading Booker for assets is what the Phoenix Suns want to do. We all know that D'Angelo Russell, Booker, and Towns all have a great relationship. They're all in the same NBA draft class. D'Angelo Russell and Cat might have a big influence on telling the head office to heavily target Devin. Imagine a lineup of D'Angelo Russell point guard with Devin Booker shooting guard and Towns at the 5. That team would be disgusting, and with them all being young, they can grow together into a championship team. The trade would be the Suns trading Booker and getting in return Evan Turner, Jarrett Culver, James Johnson, their 2020 first-round pick, and their 2022 second-round pick. In this deal, of course, the highlight of the trade would be Jarrett Culver going to the Suns, and with Jarrett Culver literally having a pretty good rookie season, he does have a lot of potential in the NBA, and the Suns might want to work around him. A big three of D'Angelo, Devin, and Towns forming is definitely a blockbuster and something we as NBA fans wish could actually happen one day. The fifth trade on this list is a trade surrounding Ben Simmons. When talking about the 2020 season alone, the 76ers were literally expected to be the best team in the Eastern Conference. But so far, they are currently fighting for the 4th and 5th spot with the Pacers and Heat, and expectations has definitely not been reached. And because of that, so many rumors have increased of the 76ers potentially trading Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid. With a dominant center in the NBA being hard to find, the Sixers might be inclined to keep Embiid and trade Simmons. And in this trade package, Ben Simmons will be traded to the San Antonio Spurs. The trade will be Ben Simmons and Al Horford going to the Spurs for DeMar DeRozan, Rudy Gay, DeJounte Murray, Brian Forbes, and a 2020 first-round pick. Talking about Ben Simmons specifically, he'll find a new home in San Antonio and have a good opportunity of reaching his potential. Being coached under the best coach in the NBA of Greg Popovich, Ben Simmons could literally instantly become a primetime superstar in the NBA and also potentially a shooter. The Spurs will also be getting Al Horford, who is a systematic player and would fit perfectly with the Spurs system. On the other hand, DeMar has spoken himself that he will not be re-signing with the Spurs when he hits free agency in 2021, so they're going to want to trade him as soon as possible instead of losing him for nothing. And with DeMar going into his final season in his contract, playing with a dominant center like Embiid in the Eastern Conference could get him back into shape and back into a playoff run. The Spurs will have Ben Simmons running the point guard alongside Al Horford and LaMarcus Aldridge, and having two big men to surround Ben could literally elevate his game to reach his maximum potential. Tell me what you guys think about that, about Ben Simmons leaving 76ers. And the sixth and final blockbuster trade is going to be Kevin Love being traded to the Houston Rockets. As of right now, the Houston Rockets literally tried a system where they don't want a center or a player over 6'8" to be on that starting roster. In my personal opinion, with that plan, a championship is unattainable, so that's why the Rockets might be looking for a new solution in this upcoming offseason. With Kevin Love being on the Cleveland Cavaliers and with them in full rebuild mode, the Cavs are going to want to try to trade Love for the most assets possible before Love doesn't want to be there himself. The Rockets could use Kevin Love's game, and his game actually fits perfectly with their system. The Rockets are a high-volume three-point shooting team, and with Love being one of the best three-point shooters at that big man position, that would be perfect for him. He could instantly fit in the starting spot at center and also be a great player to spread the floor for the Rockets when James Harden and Russell Westbrook drives to the rim. That's why Love is the perfect fit in Houston. The trade would be Kevin Love from Cleveland going to the Rockets for Eric Gordon, Daniel House, PJ Tucker, and a 2020 second-round pick. Eric Gordon and PJ Tucker have been with the Houston Rockets for a while now, but with their newly addition Robert Covington, they could literally build a new system of a defensive 3-and-D player around Robert and focus more on offense with Love in that lineup. I would love to see Love get a new opportunity at an NBA championship, and with the Rockets getting that veteran leadership, the NBA championship DNA of Kevin Love could literally elevate their game and elevate their team in a heavy stacked Western Conference. So yeah guys, this wraps up my video today on 6 blockbuster trades that are about to happen. If you love any of these trades, be sure to smash that thumbs up button, guys. I would love to see as many likes as possible. Let's try to get to 100 likes in the first day. If there are any other trades, guys, that I have missed, be sure to leave your opinions down in the comment section down below and tell me what other NBA blockbuster trades could happen. But yeah, other than that, take it easy, God bless, and I'll see you guys next time on ezBUCKETz. Woo!
Ay, look at that boy, huh? Cooking up joints, like, run at the school, like, you already know, never got help, so did it myself, doing so well, I bet you can't tell that I've been running, like this my dance, yeah, running man, running.